Good evening. It's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. Yeah, you do see a pencil sticking in my head. So sorry. Okay. Does that look better? Good. Great. So, the 24 hours of the 24-hour challenge is over. I did not complete my project, but I'm happy with the progress that I made. I showed you a little bit of it, and I'm not going to put it on because I've had it on quite a few times, and it's rather warm, and I actually just got back in the house from helping my daughter bring groceries in. So, I did get pretty far. I have at least 11 more rows to go. I did get rid of 2 big balls doing this, so I completed 2 big balls in a day. And I'm grateful for that. So, and it's still October. So, hey, give a girl a little credit. There we go. I felt a pat on the back. Once again, I want to thank my 236 subscribers. I really do appreciate you all. You have no idea how greatly you are appreciated. I would also like to remind everybody, when you pop in, even those who don't subscribe, I do pray that you subscribe. But even if you don't, and even if you are just curious, hit those thumbs, please. And if you want to see me every time I pop up, or if you want to go back and look at videos and make sure they pop up for you too, there's this little bell. Make sure you hit the one with the dimples. That way you'll know every single time I'm here. Okay. Please share. And please, 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 please continue to comment. I miss Sister Denise so much because I don't care what I put out there. Denise always made sure that she commented, and I appreciate that. And I'm grateful for the comments that I've received from Mama C. Thank you so much. I thank everybody. And if I'm not subscribed to your channel and you do comment and I see that you're a new subscriber, I go check your channel out and I subscribe back. Because I feel that this is a community in which we need to help each other. All of us are trying to reach that same goal, and that's monetization. And even those who have been monetized, I thank you for helping the little guys like us. Okay, now that I feel my channel is moving in the right direction, I'm like so totally geeked and so totally happy about that. And I feel so extremely blessed. And my blessings are coming from you all. But if you would like to help me, help my channel to grow, forgive me, I keep looking at my phone because it died. And I didn't realize it. So when it comes back up, every notification that was there before it died or that came through while it was gone is going to pop up. So, I would like, if you would like, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second, but if you would like to help the channel out and help to see me grow and improve, please, by all means, consider buying me a coffee. There's also, if you want to use other means, my Cash App is attached in the description below, and so is my PayPal. I have a birthday coming up in 34 days. I will be 61. And if I could get 610 skeins of yarn at least. I know 610 sounds like a lot, but I believe it can be done. I'm a believer. I want yarn. I want yarn and I want project bags, so that when I work on projects I can assign them their own bag, and that's how we work. And as I complete a bag, I'll fold it up and do what I have to do. I see amazing things in the channel's future. I do. I am one who loves to give. I will make things and give them away. Sometimes I don't have a choice or a chance. Sometimes people will walk in as soon as I, case in point, took a trip to New York about 13 years ago. On the way there, we're going from Virginia, so it's colder up in New York. I crocheted a hat and scarf on the way to New York in the van. It's approximately an 8-hour trip. As soon as I got there, another poet saw it, loved it, claimed it. I mean, she bought it right away. So I didn't get to enjoy the hat and scarf. And it was cold, y'all. But it was worth it. It was really, really worth it. I didn't even sell it to her at full value because I didn't have a chance to work in the strings like I wanted to. It was going to be for me, you know, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But it wasn't like I prefer to wash it, dry it, and present it properly, especially if I'm selling it. And being that all of that did not take place, this was hot off the hook. And she grabbed it. I looked out for her just like she looked out for me. So it worked out. It really worked out. So yeah, I love making things, and there are even times that I run into people who are in need of certain things, and I had started an organization called Help for the Homeless of Hampton Roads probably about 12 years ago. Yeah, it was in 2011, 2012 when I worked at Dollar General. I had been doing it before, but I didn't give it a name. And at that time, every payday, which we got paid weekly, it's like the first payday of the month, I would buy the Dollar General bags, the $1 Dollar General bags. And then the second pay period, I would buy like body wash, powder, bar soap, washcloths. I got everything out of the health and beauty aid section. The third paycheck, I got like socks and t-shirts, and I would get belts and, you know, those types of things, pajamas. And then the last pay week, that was mine. I had to go home because I was staying with my mama. I was taking care of my mama. Had to make sure home was taken care of, so that when the next month came, she wasn't falling short of anything. But then I would pass out those bags. When the homeless community would come into Dollar General, I'd have those bags sitting right up front with me, and I would pass those bags out to them. And sometimes with that last check, I would, you know, go buy a couple of sandwiches or something. And they had a bench that sat out in front of the coffee shop, and you just put your items in a bag, tie it securely, and when the homeless came along, they would pick up those bags. I enjoyed doing that. That's who I am. That's who I was raised to be, and it does my heart good. So with that being said, as I reach milestones, like when I got 100 subscribers, my goal now is 500. We're almost halfway there, but I need those subscribers. I have a little more than 11,500 total views. I have my goal sheet. Yeah, I have my goal sheet right here. I want 500 subscribers, 1,250 total likes, 15,000 total views. I want to reach 500 videos. Means I need to put in a little more work. Yes. The videos are optional. I do have question marks beside some, meaning that they're optional, but these are milestones that I want to make. I want to do 250 lives. I want to do at least 500 shorts. I really wanted to make that number 1,000 because they're like really quick and easy, but I still don't want to put out garbage, you know. I think I had like 100 148 viewing hours. I wanted that to be like very much up. And I want to have at least 750 comments. Right now we have 200 comments. You know, I've got almost 200 videos, so I got 300 more to put out. I didn't count the shorts. I included videos all together in that 185, so that includes the lives and the shorts. But as I reach these goals, then I'm gonna start giving out some goodies. I'm trying to reach monetization. You guys are helping me get there, and I just want to be able to give back. I'm working for mine, you know, and I feel that to make that accomplishment, and the fact that you all are literally volunteering this to me, you know, so what better way to show my appreciation than to give back? So that's what I want to do. But we got to reach those milestones. We really have to push for those milestones. But I'm also looking forward to it. I don't know if the double live is going to happen on December 2nd, because Drea is really taking off. DreaNicole from Le Crochet by DreaNicole. She is really, really, really taking off, and I am so proud of her. Her shoes, her crock covers, and the matching hats, and anything that she sets her mind to, she can crochet. It's like she just gets an idea and it appears on her hook, and I am so fascinated with that, and I am so proud of her. I am. So Nisi, you continue to do your thing, girl. I love to be a part of a flourishing community. I love to be a part of a loving community. I love to be a part of a helpful community. You know, where we can motivate and push each other, where we can help each other reach our goals. You know, that's the love that I need, you know, and to get it from you guys, whether we sit in the same room with each other or we just happen across each other's channel, it's there. It's there. I remember the first time I popped into Miss C's cottage, and I felt so at home and so at ease and so comforted. I happened in on a live one morning with Auntie Maureen and Auntie Carrie. You hear me giving them these names, right? I mean, these titles. And that's because that's how they make me feel. Auntie Setta. I don't care what. I think I have seen everything that Auntie Setta has done. And I wish, you know, I'm sitting here looking at it, I'm like, oh man, it was only 8 minutes long. Oh man, it was only 12 minutes long. You know, because these individuals make you feel like you're sitting right there with them. You know, and to be working on a project while you're sitting here and you're just chewing the fat and getting to know each other, and you know, just sharing that love through fiber. It just, and Juan, oh my God, part of the first part of the 24-hour challenge, I spent watching 4 hours of Juan the Yarn Addict. I went through his whips. We were whipping together. Even though I was working on something brand new, but we were whipping that hook together. And it's amazing. It's like when you are amongst your own, it's a sense of comfort and ease that you feel that you don't get, and it's exciting to me, but you just don't get it from the gawking community. You know, I remember when I used to take the bus wherever I went, and I would always have my crocheting with me, or jobs that I've had, not Dollar General and not 7-Eleven, but when I was at the hotel, definitely I could sit in the back and crochet until a guest came in. And lots of times they would come from downstairs and they'd stand at the desk and they would just watch in awe. And they're like, oh my God, you do that so fast. Well, it's normal to me. I'll tell you how that got to be. I don't think I'm fast. I think that I crochet at a moderate pace. I look at Jonah and the way he crochets, and he's so young, and he's only going to get faster. You know, that's fast. That is fast. Yes, I can crochet without looking at it. But what had happened was, when I was growing up and I picked up crocheting again as a teenager, I got all into it and I was really excited about it. And I never wanted to put my crocheting down. So when it came time to go to bed, my mom was always yelling, turn that light off, turn that radio off. You know, and where my room was situated, the street light was right outside my window. So when I turned my light off, I would open my curtain about that much, just enough for the light to come through, and I would sit up in my bed and crochet. And when I felt like I wanted to get faster, I would have my radio really, really, really low, just enough where I could hear the rhythm and know that the songs had changed, because I couldn't hear any of the words. I'm deaf as I don't know what, but I have been since I was 6. But I would have that radio down like really low, and as songs came on and went off, I told myself I had to have a certain amount done before the song ended. But being a perfectionist, if I messed up, I had to go back and frog what I messed up and redo it. So Granny Squares at that point became my go-to, but at the time that I really started getting into it like that, I was doing what you call the chevron. We called it the ripple stitch, because not only did it wave, it rippled as it went, because it was back loop only. But yeah, I increased my speed, increased my sensory, you know, because I learned how the stitches felt in my hand, and I knew whether I was going under 1 or 2 loops. I knew if I had pulled through 1 or 2 or all 3. I knew from the way it felt. I was checking my rhythm and how it felt, and sometimes I would close my eyes just to be sure that I was doing it and I was feeling what I was feeling. So those are the ways that I honed my skills. Now granted, there is so much that I don't know. There is so much that I have learned from you all in these past 6 months, and I want to continue to learn. And I'm at the point now that I think I'm about ready to apply for grants so that I can go to school and get my master's in crochet. Just so I know, there are a lot of basic things that I don't know. There are a lot of things that I have done along the way, like all the stitches. There are still some things that I look at and I can't tell you from looking at it what the stitches are. I can duplicate them, but I can't tell you what they are, you know. And I'd like to be able to look at a project and say, oh yeah, that's such and such, that's this stitch, that's that stitch. I can tell you the basic components that were used to make that stitch, but I can't tell you. I know that there is a Catherine's wheel, but I can't tell you from looking at it what it is. The star, I'm learning to pick that out when I see it. The bean stitch, I have no idea, don't have a clue, but there is this stitch that I have that when people look at it, they're like, oh, that's the bean. No, but it looks kind of like the bean stitch. Well, it's something that I just started doing. It's nothing that I was taught. It's just from working with this hook for so many years. And I do it all the time. I'm like, let me try this. Let me see how this works. You know, and that's how I come up with a lot of things that I come up with. As much as I don't like the tiny, tiny thread, I want to learn more about it. just to have that knowledge, because I want to expand me as well. I want to be well versed, and I guess it goes back to what my grandmother taught me when I was a little girl. She told me, whatever you decide to do in life, strive to be the best at it. Not meaning be better than everybody else, meaning be the best that I can be, meaning gain all the knowledge that I can gain about it, to go as far in the learning process as I can go, so that what I know, and I can always put my best work forward. Not to outshine anybody else. You guys are amazing. I could go to school for the rest of my life and not touch lots of you, because you put out amazing work. I look at it and I'm like, wow. And I've been crocheting over 55 years. God, I wish my crochet looked like that, But yeah, you guys do amazing jobs, and it pushes me to be better. It does. So, with all of that being said, if you would like to help me help my channel grow, please share my channel so that we can reach that goal in subscribers. Don't forget to hit those thumbs. I need those thumbs. I need comments. And when you look at the video, put the video on and go clean the house. Go to my channel, just start the video and go clean the house. Just saying. If you need somebody to crochet to, because I talk. I know I'm a talker. But if you just want to know that somebody's there, there's some that I don't talk a lot. There are a few of them, but they're there. But yes. And if you feel so moved, buy me a coffee. And if you really want to, just donate to the channel. I have my delivery address there. So when the birthday comes, and y'all, let me tell you something. I understand that my birthday is December 2nd. And I understand that is 23 days away from Christmas. But please understand that I didn't ask to be born the time of year that I was born. For years, I looked at a whole lot of people side-eyed when they would say, this is your birthday and Christmas get together. No. Because when I was born, they didn't say Merry Christmas. And when Christmas comes, they don't say Happy Birthday. No. I had nothing to do with the time of year that I was born. My youngest child is 12 days after I am, and every year of her life, I have tried to make sure that she has a birthday gift and a Christmas gift. They will not be intertwined into one. No. She's closer to Christmas than I am. She's 11 days away from Christmas, and I do it separately. I don't care if you send me a card and draw a skein of yarn, whatever, of yarn on it. I'm just as happy with that. You can tape a nickel in it, and I can put it in the yarn bucket. I mean, the yarn corn bucket, so that, when I get enough, then, let's see, I got $1.31. I can go to Dollar Tree and get me a little ball of yarn. I know y'all think I have lost my marbles, but I am so serious. I am so serious. So yes, and also my Cash App information and my PayPal information is there as well. When my daughter and I divvy up our bills, and we pay bills out over the month, we look at everything, and I will ask her, because we always try to leave a little something aside in case something comes up. We got that emergency fund. I'm like, okay, so what's the emergency fund going to look like this pay period, and what's my allowance, and my daughter will always look at me and say, Mom, Don't buy yarn. You got $60. Don't buy yarn. You got $125. Don't buy yarn. You got $75. And the first thing I do is go to the bank and get the cashier's check for the rental office. And Dollar Tree is right across the street from the bank. So I go straight in the door, straight down to the end of the aisle where their little bitty yarn selection is. And I get at least 12 balls of yarn. That's me holding my head high. And then on the way back, I pass Michael's first. I go in and check them out. Even with the coupon, they're not better than our Joann's here, but I at least give them a shot. And in ours, everything is loops and threads. In our Michael's, everything is loops and threads. I mean, when you collect everything else together, you could probably put it in a, you could probably put it on an end cap. Everything else is loops and threads. And I've not tried loops and threads yet, but when I touch it, when I sit and finagle it, I'm not feeling the love, and it may be the atmosphere in Michael's, because they are not the friendliest people. They really are not. So my judgment by the time I get to, and why is that? Why is the yarn always in the back of the store? As many crafters as there are that use yarn, why is the yarn always in the back of the store? I don't get it. Please make it make sense to me. But anyway, I'll go in there, and by the time I've gone in the door, drove my little scooter in the door, then, I'm getting the staff that can't speak, and they look like you're in their way when you're trying to go shop, and I'm like, so I go in and I go down this one aisle of yarn. And I'm like, yeah, okay, alright, that's enough. I'll drive down to the end, come back up the back aisle, and go right on back out the door. But at least I've given it a shot. I've tried. I try. And then I come to Joann's. And I pull up my coupons. Let's see what I can do. And I have Michael's downloaded on my phone. And I do get, the coupons. But then when I look at it, and it's like, save $10 on a $50 purchase. And then I see what is $50 going to get me. Or what is $40. Well, $50, because I have to have $50 to get the $10 off. Then I'm like, $50, 10 skeins. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Where most of the time I go to Joann's, their big twist is $2.99, $2.79 or $2.99. It's always some kind of sale. Where their big twist is $2.99 or $2.79, and if it's regular price, which is $4.49, I believe, then it's buy two get one free. So it's still $3 a skein. So 9 times 5 is 45. Therefore, 3 times 5 is 15. That's 15 skeins. But I don't even really have to do that much, because I get $5 off if I spend $35. $10 off if I I forget how it works, but anyway, you can get up to like $20 off. And then the little coupon that they slide into your email. You walk out of Joann's with, and I always get a project bag. You get a project bag that's so stuffed that you have to get another Joann's bag, or pull out your project bag that you have folded in your scooter. So now you're coming back home with 2 big project bags full of yarn, that you paid from 2 different stores that you paid less than $100 for. And if your stipend is $125, then you go over to Walmart and you see all of this yarn that they're discontinuing and have this tape over it, where it's normally $2.79 a skein, and they've got it on sale for $1.50. So you snatch every one they've got on the shelf. I did that one time. Yes, I went over budget. And if you happen to not go over budget, let's say you got maybe $20, maybe $30 left in there, it's always Temu. I'm just saying. But I crochet like that. I crochet like that. I crochet every single day. And I love it. I absolutely love it. But I want to be able to go to my stash, pull what's as an idea pops up, and not say, I only got one skein of this, so how am I going to make that work? If I mix it with this, I mix it here and do, okay, then maybe I can make that work, but what about this that goes with it? And what if I want to put this in it? Then that means I have to go back to the store. So we're going to put that idea aside. Let's move to the next idea. Okay, well, here again, and I that's the dilemma that I find myself in quite frequently. I have almost made up my mind that most of my yarn stash is going to be Big Twist and Mainstay. I've become very disappointed in Red Heart. There is some that I use because when looking at my current stash, I have one very good. I have one big ball of Red Heart left. The other Red Heart that I have is scrap. It's just basically, and then I still got this big bag in here in the closet but y'all, when I first got this bag in the closet, it was full. It's down to like a third of the bag now. So I have been working. I have been working, I promise you. And I want to get better at showing you guys everything that I make, and not just continuing to show you. When I made the witch hats, if I hadn't done the tutorial, you all probably would have never seen the second hat. And I want to get better at that. When I make a washcloth, then I want to be able to show it to you. I want to try different fibers, and I want to be able to give you all my take on it, because like Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches, she and I both have eczema. I'm allergic to epoxy resin, okay? And epoxy resin is in everything. It covers everything. So as I lean on the chair, which I lean on my left side, this is what I get. And then sometimes certain fibers that I use, you see the dent, but you don't see where it has broken out before. But sometimes the way I run my yarn, I'll have it wrapped around my arm. It's so crazy. But it's wrapped around my arm and then it comes up my hand. And this is just starting to get its color back from where the yarn rubs across here. So it would be nice to be able to tell some people, hey, and then I have asthma on top of that. So if it's something that's got like a lot of flyaway, then I would be able to tell somebody else who has asthma, hey, you might want to wear a mask when you work with this. Or this thread is so fine, it literally broke the skin on my crochet finger. And just to share those types of things, I not only look at Jen's perspective, but I look at crystals from Bag O' Day. I look at wands from Wand the Yarn Addict. You know, I get everybody's take on it, because I'm not just, it's just like reading reviews when you go stay at a hotel or when you go to a restaurant. You don't read one review and decide, okay, this is where I want to eat, or okay, no, I better not try that. It may be somebody with a food allergy, but they've given their take. But if somebody else with that same food allergy reads it, then they might be, okay, then I need to steer away from this and this. I wonder if they cross-contaminate their foods. You know, and case in point, my oldest daughter is severely allergic to blueberries. Can't smell them, can't be around them, nothing. She treated herself to IHOP one day. She told them that she wanted pancakes. Asked them if they could please clean the grill, because she cannot come into contact with blueberries. She had their little 3-stack that they give you. She cuts into it and she's eating. What you need, baby? Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. But, totally lost my train of thought. I got a daughter in pain. Bless her heart. But yeah. All in all, okay, her blueberry allergy. So, they bought her the pancakes. She cut into them. You know, she's reading while she's eating. And all of a sudden, lips started tingling. Tongue started swelling up. She gets the attention of a server, and she's like, I think these came in contact with blueberries. I can't breathe. Manager comes over. When she takes her plate back, the whole bottom pancake is a blueberry pancake. You know, then they have to call 911 and they have to rush her to the emergency room. But, yeah. So, everybody, you know, giving their take on things. That one person may be able to, you know, help you out. They may even talk a different lingo than you, whatever it is. But you understand what I'm saying. So, ultimately, like I said, I just want to be the best me I can possibly be. And you guys can help out tremendously with the thumbs, the comments, sharing, watching it. I don't even know if ads come up in mine or not, because I have another channel. I'll go to my channel and look at mine just to see if ads come up. I haven't seen any. Maybe I haven't reached that point. I don't know what to do. But it's all helping, because I spend a lot of time studying videos. I'm also spending a lot of time studying, trying to learn how to edit my videos. Every now and then you'll see me add a little something, and it's because I have done some more reading and some more experimenting. But I enjoy making the videos, and I enjoy reading the comments and you know, the positivity and the love that is sent back to me, because that's all I gotta give. I do. Peace and love. That's me. If I had to describe me in 2 words, that's me. You know, and I'm glad to be that way. I'm happy to be that way. I am. I really am. But in the meantime, in between time, I am going to get some more crocheting done. It is after 7 o'clock. My fluid peel is working, so I'm going to go take care of emptying the bladder. And then I am going to come back and add the couple of rounds to this one. And see if I can knock out another one under there. Yeah. In the meantime, in between time, guys, please love yourself. Love on yourself. Love at yourself. Love under yourself. Love in yourself. Love yourself. You deserve that. It's the greatest love of all. It really is. And also know that I love you too. I think this time, because this is like the 4th time I recorded this video, I think this time I said everything I was supposed to say. I thanked you all for my subscriptions. I went over my goals with you. Oh, I didn't say. So, when you go to the description box, there are a list of other channels, and I'm constantly adding to it. But these are people who have influenced me, whether it be a positive or negative way. There are only 2 on that list that have said something that kind of hurt my feelings. But I'm a big enough girl to not take the credit away from them that they have to offer, because they're both very good at what they do, and I'm still learning from them. One was a really, really personal jab, but I'm not going to hurt them after learning that this is just the type of person they are. And you can't, it's not up to me to change people. That's not my concern. But if you can teach me how to squeeze an orange without getting the seeds in my orange juice, then I'm going to continue to learn from you. I just know not to pop in your live and comment. I just be a lurker. And hopefully one day you'll realize I'm not your enemy. Maybe you'll pop in on one of mine, and I will open my arms to you and my heart, just like I do everybody else. But with that being said, usually if I shout somebody out, I will go and highlight their name, so you'll see their names bold and italicized. I also have listed in my description box my birthday wish list, which I already told you what it is. Yarn. Lots and lots and lots of yarn. I also have a Christmas wish list down there. I'm a Bath and Body Works girl. I've listed the fragrances and the preferences, the hand wash and the body wash. I'm simple. And they always have those on sale. They had one time that was so good, you buy 2, you get 3 free. Really? And as the seasons change, my favorite is Winter Candy Apple. That is my all-time favorite fragrance by them. And if you catch them like the end of November, no, it's more like the middle of November, they start slashing. That goes on clearance, because it is seasonal, and it's almost time to start hitting their spring line. I'm just saying. So I take clearance items. My delivery address is listed below. And something else I love is cards. I absolutely love cards. I love cards. I love reading them, especially with the personal notes. I think that is so fabulous. And I also have my Amazon wish list down there. That's basically for the channel stuff. So, and it's growing, because as I run across yarn that I see in Amazon that's like a really good price. But I want to be able to shop at stores like Premier, Hirschner's, who's the other one? Ice. Yeah, and to find a Hobby Lobby or order from them online, order from Hobby. I would love to be able to do that, or have those yarns gifted to me. I would love to get to the point where I can become an affiliate, and when they send you yarns to test, and you can, make things and do tutorials. I would love to do that. Love to do that. So I would also like to participate in yarn swaps. I would. I love exploring my own creativity. I love seeing that there are no boundaries in my mind. The idea portion of my brain I declare the neurons constantly regenerate. When I go off into little daydreams, I'm seeing things that can be crocheted. That's why when I decided to do the amigurumi, did I say it right? Amigurumi. Okay, when I decided to try it, excuse me, I couldn't go from a pattern. I had to try it on my own. Now I could probably try a pattern, but it's like I first have to try something on my own and see how it works out for me. Just my touch. I have to feel comfortable enough not to go into this project blindly. The first time I made something like really spectacular, I made an elephant rug, excuse me, for a newborn. I had never done that before, and I had to follow a pattern, and I did, but I mean, everything I already knew how to do, but I did, and it turned out absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and I was so proud of myself. I felt so accomplished after I did it, and no parts of it was scary. I had another person to come up to me when I was at the hotel. A lot of things I sold at the hotel, but I had one guest to come up to me, and she wanted, a blanket that reminded her of home. She was from India, but she had spent very little time in India, and the only thing she could remember really about India was the elephants. But she went to Clemson, and she wanted the Clemson paw on the blanket as well, and I kept working with it, drawing it up, and I thought about the elephant face on with the trunk slightly off to the side and the big ears, and putting the tiger paw in the ear, but then it wasn't balanced, and I was like, wait a minute, let me see here. So, and I wish I could find that picture. I would show it to you. I would share it with you. But I made the elephant from a profile, and I put the paw like right on the hind hip of the elephant, the big orange crimson paw right on the hind hip. And when she saw it, excuse me, because I showed it to her before I finished it, she fell in love with it. Well, it took me longer to make it than I wanted it to take me. I was still within the realm of time, but it took me longer, so I gave her a bonus. I put her name at the top in orange as well. And when she showcased it all over Facebook, and she just, every time I looked up, it was like for about 2 years straight, every month she was reposting this picture. She would be wrapped up in it. She was covered up in it when she was going to sleep. She was sitting in the kitchen drinking her coffee, and it really made me feel good. And those are the types of things that make me feel good. I did one that had a Mickey Mouse on it, and the young lady's name across the top, kind of slanted across the top, and it was the same response. I gifted a Dallas Cowboy blanket to my mechanic, Rainbow. His name was Rainbow, and I because of the fact that I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan too, and Rainbow always looked out for me and my Toyota Avalon, there's nothing making him that blanket. I made that blanket, and when he saw it, he cried. I wasn't expecting him to cry, but it made me cry. And when I went into the shop the next time, He had it hanging on the wall, and I'm like, Rainbow, I did not make that blanket for you to hang on the wall. He said, everybody needs to see this. And as people started coming in, he was like, hey, that's the lady that made my blanket. Everybody's coming up to me, hey, well, how much do you charge for it? And how much would it be? And I was like, oh my God. I was overwhelmed with orders. And I was like, look at this blessing. All because I blessed someone else, and it just, I don't go into things looking for anything back. But when it happens, it's a great feeling. It really, really is. One of my ventures that I want to do this coming year is to help Mama C with the sun bunnies. I want to do sun bunnies. At the same time, I have a couple of amigurumis that I personally want to do. It's some things that I've had in mind for a while, and I want to do it. The crochet pillow, where I can crochet like this instead of like this. I'm going to make me one. I'm going to make my own. I want to make sure that it fits properly and that it's comfortable. The seating, the what they call the butt pillow, I'm making me one. Nobody can fit my butt better than I can. Alright guys, I think I have said enough. We are approaching an hour, and that is not what I intended to do. But it's all good anyway, because I love spending time with you guys, even though I can't see you. But one day I will soon. Like I said, please love yourself, because it is the greatest love of all. And know that I love you too. I think this time I covered everything. So until we meet again, guys, please have a beautiful evening and a blessed life.